Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a man named Harold, known for his unconventional thinking. One day, Harold decided to host a grand feast for the entire village to celebrate the upcoming harvest season. He wanted to ensure that there would be enough fresh bread for all his guests. Harold thought that if he baked a few loaves every day leading up to the feast, the bread might go stale and wouldn't taste as good. He reasoned that it would be better to wait and bake all the bread on the day of the feast itself. With this plan in mind, Harold decided not to use any of his flour or yeast beforehand, keeping all the ingredients stored in his pantry. He was confident that he could manage to bake the bread just in time for the celebration. Meanwhile, he busied himself with other preparations, ensuring the decorations were perfect and the entertainment was well organized. However, as the day of the feast approached, Harold fell ill. Despite his best efforts to recover quickly, he remained bedridden on the day of the celebration. Desperate to salvage his feast, he asked his neighbors for help. Unfortunately, they were busy with their own preparations and couldn't assist him on such short notice. When the guests arrived, they found the tables beautifully set but devoid of the promised bread. Some guests were frustrated and left early, while others couldn't help but laugh at Harold's predicament. The feast, which had the potential to be the highlight of the season, ended in disappointment. In the days that followed, Harold reflected on his mistake. He realized that if he had started baking the bread earlier, even if it meant risking a few stale loaves, he could have ensured that his guests were fed and happy. The wisdom of gradual preparation became clear to him. From that day on, Harold adopted a new approach to his endeavors, understanding that waiting for the perfect moment often led to missed opportunities. Whether it was in his farming, relationships, or future plans, he learned to take small, consistent steps instead of waiting for ideal circumstances. Thus, Harold's story became a cherished lesson in the village, passed down from generation to generation. His grand feast, though it ended in laughter and disappointment, ultimately left a legacy of wisdom and practical insight. The village thrived, and Harold lived a long, contented life, knowing he had shared a valuable lesson with those around him.
So believe, grow, and inspire. Nothing can stop you. This story is to fuel your day. Thank you so much for watching and stay blessed.